Hi, my name is Laura Brecken, and I'm a certified professional coach with True to Soul Life Coaching. My mission is to help teens and adults live according to their authentic self, their highest self, so that they can live a life of power, purpose, and passion. So, thank you so much for being here with me, wherever in the world you are, to take part in this meditation. Meditation has been part of the foundation of my just life practice for probably about 12 years now. And it's so wonderful. And I wish I would have learned it when I was little because I think it just helps us create such a more peaceful, loving life. So thank you so much for joining me here. So, what I'm going to invite you to do as we get ourselves set up here, oh, I'm going to put my timer on, is get comfortable. So I usually like to sit crisscross applesauce on on a mat or on my bed, but that really is up to you how you would like to do it. You also can lay down, and it's very peaceful to do that as well. So just get comfortable with me. Let you take some really deep breaths in and out, in and out. Just take one hand and put it on your tummy, and another hand and put it on your chest where your heart is. Feel the breath going in and out and in and out. Feel your heart beating and just allow yourself to relax. Feel your body getting heavy, your eyes getting heavy. Yes. Feel the peace come over you. Let go of any anxiety, any frustration, any anger. Couple more deep breaths. Wonderful. Then you can either leave your hands at your heart and your tummy, or you can put them down in your lap, whatever is most comfortable for you. And what I'd like you to do is just imagine going into your heart. Imagine your heart, whatever you think that looks like, whether you want to envision it as an organ or as more of a hallmark heart that you might draw. However you see your heart, just imagine going into your heart. Really feel your heart beating. Put all of your attention right here. Doesn't that feel good? In our hearts lies the place where we are able to be our true selves, where we are able to really feel love because our true selves are love. That's what they are. Fear is something that we learn as we're growing up, and it starts when we're very young. But it's not something that we're born with, and it's not part of who we truly are. Although it's very difficult to feel that sometimes because we're all afraid of something at some time or another, right? We might be afraid of talking to somebody or afraid of looking silly. That's normal. It's completely normal because we're all human. But there's a different part of us, this true part of us that lives in our hearts. And that's the part who's never afraid, who only feels love and compassion and kindness towards others. Doesn't that sound great? And it's always with us, always. Anytime we're feeling any fear or any sadness or any anxiety or frustration, all we have to do is close our eyes and imagine our hearts. And right now, I'd like to invite you to imagine someone who looks just like you. And that someone is your true self, your highest self, the part that you were born as, the part that is all love. That's the part that lives inside of your heart. So imagine someone that looks just like you inside your heart. Imagine you're both kind of sitting on a little ledge. It's so peaceful. And there's a soft pink light around you and your highest self. And you're sitting there and you're talking. And you might want to ask your highest self, why aren't you ever afraid? And just take a minute and hear what your highest self has to tell you. A couple deep breaths. In and out. In and out. What does your highest self have to say? Your highest self might say that it doesn't have to be afraid because it knows that everything's always okay. And that anything that's frustrating or scary that happens in life is always an opportunity for us to learn and to grow and to become stronger and even more courageous in life. Even when we go through some things that are scary or sad, it helps us build resilience. And resilience means that even when difficult and challenging things happen in life, we can bounce back really quickly because we know that we are always loved. That is our true nature. That is what we were born as, complete and perfect, true love. And just think of how beautiful that is. Now ask your higher self how you can stay in touch with that part of you. See what it says to you. Listen for its answer to you. Take a deep breath. Feel its love for you. Feel its compassion for you. Feel the beautiful, calming, sweet pink light surrounding you and your higher self. Know that this is part of you. Know that this is the most loving, kind part of you, and that you always have the ability to come to this part of you anytime you want. That's the beautiful part of it. You don't have to go anywhere. If you're sitting in your desk at school and you're feeling upset about something the teacher said or a friend said, you can just put your hand on your heart and go find your higher self who's always there loving you. Take a deep breath. Now I invite you to ask your higher self what it would like to be called. Sometimes it's fun to pick a name so that you can feel like this is the highest part of you that you can talk to whenever you need something to make you feel better. When you go into your heart and you feel that loving pink light around you, what is the name, the first name that comes to you that your higher self might want to be called? For instance, my higher self likes to be called Ariel, like the Little Mermaid. So I'll talk to my higher self and I'll call her Ariel. So I can call on her whatever I need to. And I can do it to myself inside of my head so that nobody has to hear. It's a very private and personal thing. Of course, you can share it with others if you feel comfortable to do that, but it can really just be your special spot, your special place to find love. Deep breath. Deep. This gives us the opportunity at any moment to choose love instead of fear, to remember that this is our highest nature. And by going into our heart and feeling that love and getting that calm, peaceful feeling that comes from that helps us to be happier. And it also helps us to put that happiness out into the world, because how we feel and our emotions, that goes out to everyone around us. And while there's nothing wrong with being scared or sad or mad, those are all very important emotions. Going into our hearts is the best way, and to sit with our breath is the best way to process those feelings. Take deep breaths and blow it out really hard if you need to. Like breathe in and then push it out. Breathe in and push it out. It's a great way when you're feeling those emotions to really feel them and acknowledge them. Tell them that you know that they're there, but that you'd like to invite love to fill your hearts instead. And you can let it through in a good way through your breath. That way is a great way to manage those difficult emotions without putting them onto other people. Because sometimes we feel like we want to be mean to other people because we're feeling kind of mean and mad inside of us. But this is the way that we can manage all of those difficult emotions in a really healthy way, in a way that is good for us, because it's just normal. But then we're able to breathe through it, release it, and ask our higher self for help. Ask our higher self to take those emotions and take them out, put them way off into space. So then we just embody more love and more passion, more creativity, more compassion for others, and kindness. In every moment, no matter what we're going through, we always have a choice. And that's the thing, that's a really important thing to understand, is that we always have a choice to choose love, to choose compassion, which is really love and kindness towards others and towards ourselves. It's very important to always give that love and compassion and kindness to yourself too. That's actually more important, because when you give it to yourself, then it's easier to give it to others. It's kind of like it fills that bucket and it spills out. It spills out to other people when you're feeling loving feelings towards yourself. That's where it really begins. Those are the wonderful things that we can do for ourselves. Really give ourselves love. Imagine that pink light surrounding us. Pink light is just a beautiful, soft, loving light. Surrounds us anytime we need it. This is all personal. This gives you a chance to make really good choices for yourself. It's just a much nicer, happier way of living. And when you go into meditation, you can also imagine yourself in your heart, holding hands with your highest self. Imagine that pink light surrounding you. Taking deep breaths. Letting any emotions flow through you, recognizing them as very important. But releasing anything that doesn't feel good for you. Filling yourself with feelings that do feel good. Love and kindness and sweetness. And giving a gift to yourself. Because that's what it really is about. A lot of times there can be so many difficult things going on in the world. But you always have the opportunity and the choice to give yourself the love and kindness that you desire. A lot of times when other people are upset and angry with us, it's because of things that they have experienced in their lives. Sometimes it doesn't even have anything to do with you. It's always up to you to choose to stay in your heart. Choose to stay with that higher self of you who is always love, who is always kind. That's your true nature. You can just keep taking some deep breaths. This love that you feel in your heart is going to go out to the rest of the world. It really makes a difference. It really does. And if you can make a daily practice of meditating, even if it's just for a minute or two, it's going to help you gain more control over yourself and your emotions. It's going to help you feel happier, more calm, more peaceful. All you need to do is sit or lay down and think about your breath and think about your loving higher self inside of your heart. And how important that time is that you spend. How peaceful do you feel right now? Think about how good this feels. Think about how calm you feel, how comfortable that pink light surrounding you feels. Such a beautiful feeling. Okay, so I invite you to start coming out of your meditation now. Just take some more deep breaths. Kind of shake it off. Thank you so much for sitting with me today. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for doing your part to bring more love into your life and into our world, because it all begins with you. With that, I will light this white candle as a gesture and intention of bringing more love into the world. Shining our light, our unique and individual, beautiful light with all that we do. Always remembering we have the power to choose love over fear. Thank you so much for being with me today. I wish you all the best. And if you want to learn more, please visit my website at www.larabrecken.com. Thank you.
On November 19th is Give Miami Day. We ask that you contribute to our legacy project. We've been talking about it for the last 3 months that we're giving birth, all through social media. Here's an opportunity for you to contribute to a sacred ground of 7,000 square feet where you can come and meditate, where children can learn about STEM and mathematics, and they can learn how to create various different apps, where people in the community will be able to get fruits and vegetables for free and learn about organic gardening. This is your opportunity to leave your legacy behind for your children, for your grandchildren, for your great-grandchildren, and for your great-great-great-grandchildren. Blessings. If you want to be part of our legacy project, go to www.dcfts.org. That's www.dcfts.org and click on our donate button, and you can be a part of our legacy project.